Welcome back. It's back to the basics. I'm Sean Barr, and today we are talking about two-factor authentication. Something you have, something you know. Let's go! All right, we're back, and we are talking about 2FA or two-factor authentication. So let's talk a little bit about what's the need for two-factor authentication and what is it? Well, if you've ever logged into a website, which you probably have, Yahoo, Yahoo Mail, Google Mail, doesn't matter. You put in a username and a password. And if somebody knows that information, a username and a password, they can get access to your account. With all the things going on in the internet today around security, having just a username and password isn't enough. And especially if you have a weak password, that can be easily guessed. And not only that, there's all of these phishing and sites that are out there that make it look like you are logging into your real application, but you aren't. You're logging into somebody else, an attacker's page. You're typing in a username and password. They get your password. Now they can log in as you. Well, two-factor authentication helps alleviate that risk by including something that you have and something that you know. So you know your password and you have your iPhone, or you have your phone, or you have a token. So what it does is you put in your username and your password. Those are the things that you know. And then it prompts you for either a PIN, or it sends you an SMS message to your phone, or you use one of those tokens to type in a key, and then it lets you into the application. So that's something you know, and then there's something that you have. So it makes it much more difficult that if you got phished and you went to a website and you put in your username and password, that's great, but they still don't have your iPhone. They still don't have a token, so they can't really log in as you. Now, them having your password isn't a good exposure, but at least they're not getting access to your email. All right, so where should I use two-factor authentication? Anywhere that you log into a website, period. That's it. Anywhere you log into a website, you should use that, especially if there's critical information. So that's your banking websites, that's your email, anything that has critical information about you, your health benefits, those types of things. You should be leveraging two-factor. There's typically, it may not be enabled by default for you. It may not even ask you to set it up, or it may have, and you said, you know what, I'm gonna skip this. Not a good idea. I would go back in and log into your email, log into your health app, log into your financial app, and make sure you set up two-factor, which could just leverage your cell phone. And that'll ensure that if you ever get phished, or if somebody gets your password, they can't get in without your iPhone or without some type of token. So what are some of the challenges? Well, it is kind of a pain. I mean, you can't cache your login and just hit login and go. You're gonna get prompted with something, either a PIN, it's gonna send it to your phone, you're gonna have to look at your phone, then you're gonna have to type it in. It can be a challenge if you're on your mobile device accessing the account and it's prompting you with a PIN, those types of things. Or if you're on your computer late at night and your phone's in the other room and you gotta go get it, that can be a pain. So security is not super easy and friendly at all times, but it does make sure that somebody doesn't get your information. So those are really the main challenges, is that you gotta go get some other device to log into your application. That's it. If I said anything in this video that you're like, hey, I'd love to know more about that, or you just have a question, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next Back to the Basics. Thanks.